everybody, welcome to the Garage and the Court of Public Opinion, now in session. This program started out being, I think, something like, what was it, Pete?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. It kind of grows. I think it's now about half an hour. Peter Clayton's behind the camera. I'm Jeremy Cordeaux. Welcome to the show. I got a message from the South Australian Police. Don't know why they sent it to me. Maybe it was just a sort of a broadcast that went out to everybody in the media, warning people that what was the name of the elephant, Pete?
Burma?
Burma the elephant? I'm not sure where Burma is coming from. I think it's a she. Burma the elephant is arriving in Adelaide today. We're recording this on Monday, the 11th, Remembrance Day, which I hope everybody observed. But tomorrow's going to be a problem in Adelaide. We have the odd traffic jam, but this is going to be something exceptional because a great big truck is going to pick Burma up from the airport and take Burma from the airport all the way to Monarto, the Monarto Zoo. And that's going to go through the southeastern freeway tunnels. One lane is going to be closed off, they tell me. So anyway, if you're travelling in the neck of the woods anywhere from the airport to Monarto, you are, from about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, today, you are going to be in a traffic jam. But it's a good cause, and we'll all be able to go up to Monarto Zoo and have a look at Burma. And I think we're going to lose the pandas any day now. So we need a bit of a distraction, a bit of a star thing. What's that, Pete?
Well, this has just come through to me, and you'll find it very, very interesting.
Okay. Do you know where it came from?
No, it just popped up on Facebook.
It says, you came here from there because you didn't like there, and now you want to change here to be like there. We are not racist, we simply like here the way it is, and most of us came here because it was not like there, wherever there was. And you got no idea who sent it to you?
No.
Well, human nature's an amazing thing, isn't it? It really is. Humans are amazing. The worst case of sexual abuse that the world has ever known. Wow. A deep, dark secret that went on for more than 40 years with 420 people, women, who knew all about it, and probably the people close to them as well. They want justice, revenge. But for some reason they said nothing. Mohamed Al Fayed has died at the age of 94. You'd know this. Right after he died, hundreds of women, 420 in fact, have come forward to talk about his abusive behaviour. Now, I guess you have to say that where there is smoke, there is fire. But why wait till the man is dead and can't be punished? I know he was rich and famous and powerful, but to behave as it is being alleged he did, and to get away with it for so many years, is amazing. People love to gossip, particularly about the rich and famous. Yet there was never a whisper about any of this. Sexual abuse on an industrial scale. I've been meaning to talk to you about this for a week or two now. This was going through the era, the Me Too era of exposés. That was upon us when it was quite fashionable for people to be exposed, when women were more than empowered and encouraged to speak up and speak out, come forward. And when you think about it, the man had such a high profile. Owner of Harrods, the Ritz, soccer teams, you name it. There's no way that he could have sailed under the radar. Not with the infamous London tabloids, who would have jumped on this immediately. No one is above their reach. These are the guys, they allege, who will bug your phone, hack your phone, check your mail, go through your garbage. If there's even been a whiff of this scandal, it would have been front page. These are the guys who'll take on royalty itself. So Mohammed wouldn't have been a problem. He wouldn't have been safe. He would have been a target, a trophy. It would have been the society social scandal of the century. So why did it not see the light of day until now? It's something we have to ponder. If somebody bullies you and mucks up your life, you have to wait till he's dead before you come forward? I don't think so. Something's going on there. There's a backstory here. We'll keep an eye on it. Trump is under attack. Now it's been revealed that Iran had plans to assassinate him. Now that shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. But the same political shift that we saw in America the other day at the elections may apply here. You see, after a while, the lefties made no sense to the Americans. The Americans woke up. Play on words. Let's hope we do too. The analysis will, I was going to say will begin. Well, it started and it's going to go on for quite a while, I would think. But fundamentally, the Trump victory was about a win for free enterprise, capitalism, optimism, and hope over socialism and wokeism. America voted for what America is: freedom, choice, opportunity, capitalism. You know, people don't fight to get into America, and they do take terrible risks to get in there. They do that for all of those things I just mentioned: freedom, opportunity, their children, the future. America, if not the world, has lurched to the right. And when you think about it, how could the U.S. vote for socialism? Come to think of it, how could Australia vote for socialism? Beats me. But this election wasn't close. The pollsters were wrong. They said it was too close to call. So close that it would take a week or more to get a result. Wow, these are professional pollsters. They're paid to know these things. Well, all wrong, not a knife edge, not too close to call. A result within hours. There was a media push against Trump. Probably still is. That media push, the people didn't like. The predictions weren't right. I think they were just wishful thinking. The media must understand. Your job is to report, not campaign. Do you get it? Another lesson will be that we, the people, don't go to celebrities or influencers to get our political advice or direction. The same thing happened here in Australia with the Voice referendum. The media, the stars, the entertainers, the influencers, the high-flying corporate types, the national carrier, Qantas, yep, the national broadcaster, the ABC, retailers, banks, and of course a huge advertising budget. But none of it could shift the court of public opinion. It is so satisfying to sit here being reassured to know that the lefties can't push us around. And it's worth pointing out that President-elect Trump claimed victory in front of dozens of American flags. There was not one Native American Indian flag. Can we please get rid of these other flags this mob in Canberra want to normalise and impose upon us? Can we please get rid of that? Can someone say that it will be his commitment that he will work to get rid of them? I saw something funny the other day. Somebody is selling, you might have seen it, it was on the news, I think, on the weekend. Somebody's selling a banana. You see that?
The artwork?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
A banana taped to a wall with duct tape for $2 million. God.
And you have to keep changing it.
You have to keep changing the banana.
You have to keep changing the banana.
And the point is?
What do you, just go and buy it, get a banana and stick it up with some duct tape. Don't pay $2 million for it.
A fool and his money are soon separated, but the great mystery is how they got together in the first place. And somebody else said, I don't know who it was it Groucho Marx? There's one born every minute? Sucker, I mean. No, there must be a hell of a lot more than one born every minute. And here's another one for you. At Lake Como, this beautiful, high-flying European resort, Italy on the Swiss border, the celebrities live there, you know. Lake Como. They are selling cans of air. True, Pete. $7 for a can of fresh Como air. I seem to remember that there was something like that in New South Wales. It was Blue Mountains Air or something. Somebody was selling cans of Blue Mountain Air or sea breeze or something like that. What other crazy things have people come up with? I remember pet rocks. Why would you buy a pet rock? People did. People did. Pet rocks. What was the most useless thing you were ever conned into buying? Call me on Friday and tell me. This could be a good segment. 0491 65 68 60. But if you just go to jeremycordeaux.com, I'll remind you of that number several times. That program on Friday, and this indeed, brought to you with the very best wishes of the Rising Sun Inn. Now, The Rising Sun Inn is on Bridge Street at Kensington, 60 Bridge Street at Kensington. It would be the most atmospheric, beautiful pub going back to 1845 when it was built. Open fires, but all of the modern conveniences that you want and demand. Lovely wine cellar, fine kitchen, great cuisine. Grant would love to welcome you there. I'll give you his number. You can make a booking if you want a romantic dinner for two, or you want something a little more elaborate, maybe a Christmas party. I don't know, end of year party, product launch, something like that. 8333 0721. But thinking about things that we're, look, I won't say conned into buying. I mean, we're maybe seduced into buying. Have you ever thought how much the bottled water industry is worth? I looked it up. When you think about it, very clever. Somebody's selling you bottles of water when you can go across to the goddamn tap. Worldwide, the bottled water industry is worth currently $302 billion and predicted by 2030 to be worth $503 billion, growing at 5% a year. Bottled water. But a piece of trivia, Evian, E-V-I-A-N, Evian is naive spelt backwards. And they would have to be the biggest selling bottled water, I would imagine. Evian is naive spelt backwards. Tattoos, if you want to spend your money on a tattoo, I think they're pretty useless. But there's a big business in there, a big business removing them. Best probably not to get them in the first place, I would suggest to you. Don't forget to tune in on Friday and enjoy the show and give us a call if you would like to do it. How much time have I got, Pete?
Yeah, a few minutes.
Okay. It's amazing to me that this tribunal inquiry that the government set up to investigate and clean up the CFMEU and its links to organised crime, bullying, intimidation, standover tactics, reportedly just plain, arrogant lawlessness. Totally above the law, those people. Anyway, they're dragged up in front of a tribunal. The tribunal is now having trouble getting people to come forward to give evidence. It's vital to hear from people what's going on. Witnesses. People who have suffered for years at the hands of these people. We have a one-off chance, opportunity to clean up this mess. People are saying, look, you can subpoena me, you can do what you like. I could give evidence, but if I did, it would be my life, my business. It would all be over. My family would be in danger. Now, believe it or not, this is being openly said. So the intimidation continues unabated. And nothing is being done about it. Well, the Commissioner is making all sorts of noises. Terrific. Oh, and the feds, the federal government, they're saying, look, we will look at the law and see if there is a way we can protect contractors. Because this is the group who have not only suffered the most, along with developers, of course, but these are the people who have the evidence. Vital if this tribunal is going to do its job. However, I say this to you, in all seriousness, do you imagine that this Labour government has its heart in bringing down a union, even a rogue union? This Labour government, or any Labour government, is owned and controlled by the trade union movement. I have no idea what you do about that conflict of interest. But it annoys me, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Got time for a few dates? Yeah. Now, I lost my glasses, and I went looking and I found these. These'll do. Everything turns up, you know, whether you lose your keys or you lose your glasses. I can see with these anyway. It's Tuesday and it is the 12th. Happy birthday if you're having a birthday, wedding anniversary. 1990, the World Wide Web is first proposed. We couldn't be doing this today, Pete.
No, it's incredible.
Without the World Wide Web. 1990, that's not a lot of years ago. 1990, the World Wide Web is proposed by CERN computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee. Wow, red letter day. 1767, meeting of the Royal Society, James Cook appoints him as head of an expedition to the Pacific Ocean to observe the transit of Venus on Tahiti in 1769. This will be Cook's first voyage aboard HMS Endeavour. 1767, on this very day, which led to the discovery of this very country. When I say, I suppose other people had sort of discovered it before, but European discovery. 1910, it's possible, first possible movie stunt. Man jumps into the Hudson River from a burning balloon as a stunt on this day in 1910. You don't suppose the elephant coming up the Southeast Freeway is a stunt, do you?
No, it's coming.
It's coming, okay. 1933, Nazis received 92% of the vote in German parliamentary elections. That's popularity. 1966, Buzz Aldrin takes the first space selfie. A photo of himself performing an extravehicular, I love the way Americans say vehicular. It's a vehicular activity in space during the Gemini program, 1966. Buzz Aldrin's still going, he's well into his 90s. Grace Kelly, American actress, Rear Window, Princess of Monaco, born Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Died in 1982, drove her Rover sedan off a cliff. Oh dear. Born 1929. British explorer Robert Falcon Scott's diary and body found in Antarctica this day in 1912. First known photo of the so-called Loch Ness Monster is taken by Hugh Gray on this day in 1933. That must be the famous one with the sort of funny head going across the water. One that my son Christopher would be interested in. Stan Lee, American comic book artist, writer, creative leader of the Marvel Multimedia Corporation, Avengers, Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, etc., etc. He dies at 95 on this day in 2019. He always insisted on being in his movies. He was an extra, you know, he just sort of floated around, but you always recognized him. Stan Lee. Neil Young, Canadian-born American singer, songwriter, guitarist, organ player, Buffalo, Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. 1945 he was born, same age as me. Toronto, Ontario. Sir James Young Simpson, a British physician, is the first person in the world to use chloroform as an anaesthetic on this day in 1847. What the hell did they use before chloroform?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't think. A whiskey or something was about.
Because there was a thing in the Civil War where they would give you, you know how the old-fashioned saying about, you know, bite the bullet?
Yeah.
They would give you a bullet to to bite on when the pain got...
Is that where they came?
That's where the saying came from.
Yeah, no, they didn't have
Yeah.
They didn't have it. You just had to suffer the pain.
Good. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's an odd one. The first recorded aerial bombing on U.S. soil took place in Williamson County, Illinois, during a feud between rival liquor gangs, the Sheldons and the Burgers. 1926. They had their own Air Force. Amazing. The wonderful Blake Edwards, 47, marries Sound of Music actress Julie Andrews, 34, Beverly Hills, California, 1969. I think I might leave it there. Just an odd one, maybe. 1974, a salmon on this day is discovered in the River Thames in England for the first time since 1833. Because it was pretty polluted, the old Thames. Well, London was polluted. Pea soup fogs, and they got rid of a lot of the pollution, and they discovered that butterflies weren't black. They were actually white. Thank you for being with us. I'm Jeremy Cordeaux. Peter Clayton and I will be back tomorrow in the Court of Public Opinion. Don't forget to join us if you have a moment on Friday between 9 o'clock and 12, live streaming, jeremycordeaux.com. And call us, get involved. Believe in yourself, and goodbye for now.